So Facebook ads are hard. You've seen the results that people get. You see people talking about how great they are, and then you try them and the results are not that good, right? There's a reason for that. And I just want to use this video and I want to break it down for you and show you the 3 things that you need to make sure every single Facebook ad has. These are the 3 things that I put in every ad that I create for my clients, and that's why we get such low cost per lead. That's why we get such good results. So I'm going to break it down for you right now. The first thing that you need to understand is the difference between a video ad and a picture ad, okay? So a video ad and a picture ad, they both have their own spot. They both have their own like case study. With a picture, I mean, think about it, right? It just sits here like this. There's not much depth to it. There's not much that you can really learn from it. With a video, you've got, 5 to 60 seconds of education and entertainment. This is a lot of time to build a deeper relationship with you and to know you and like you and trust you more, right? So it's a lot easier to do that through the video. The problem is most people's videos suck and nobody wants to watch them that long because they suck and they're boring. But when you understand the difference here, this works good. Like, I'll be completely honest, pictures work great for like $20 products or must-have services, things like that, things that are low cost that you really need to see the results. But they don't work really good for expensive stuff, right? Pictures, it is so hard to sell somebody on something like that through a picture because they don't build a lot of trust with you. They don't really like you. And it's just like, this is a crazy ask, right? This is a really crazy ask. So with a picture, there is scenarios where this works. But if you're like, hey, look at me, trusted guy, give me $10,000, that's just not going to fly. It's just not going to work very good. You need a lot of time to educate them and agitate their problem. There's a lot about the problem side too that we're not going to get into in this video, but typically when they're looking at your product or service, the ones that are already aware of their problem and ready to solve it, they're not going to Facebook to solve it. They're reaching out. They're at that point where they're going out trying to solve the problem. Facebook, you need to use your ad to agitate the problem and get them inspired to move along, okay? So the 3 things that you really need to have is you need to have, obviously, like this is nothing new. Everyone says it, you need a hook. The hook is the reason that it stops them, right? You need the story, and you need the next steps. And each thing here, Jesus Christ, each thing here has its own like purpose, okay? The hook is to get them to stop and stay. Now you might be thinking, oh, well, Douglas, like the hook, isn't the hook just really to grab their attention and stop them? Absolutely, absolutely the hook stops them, but the hook should lead them into a curiosity loop. The hook should open up a question for them that's going to be answered later in the video, right? Because if a hook is really good at stopping them, that's one piece. But if they don't stay, it's really not doing its job. That hook needs to get them stopped and give them a reason to stay. Because over the story here, you're going to be building a deeper relationship. You're going to be identifying the problem that they might know they have, they might not. You're going to identify that problem and you're going to tell a story about how to fix it. I'll write more words here so it makes a little more sense. Does that make sense? So your hook is going to say, hey, hold on. Let me tell you this crazy thing that's going to change your life. Your story needs to identify the crazy thing and then change their life. It's pretty simple. And then the third thing is the next step. If you get them inspired throughout your story, right? If you get them ready to take the next move, you get them excited, you get them to realize, oh my gosh, this is possible for me. Oh my gosh, there's so much more I can do. Then they're ready to do the next thing. And your next thing shouldn't be a big thing. It should be let me add a caveat here. Small next step, something that doesn't demand a lot of time or money from them. So if you have an option of your next step should be give you $500, not give me $500. If your next step is give me $500, there's a lot of resistance. Ideally, your story lowers that resistance that they have over time, for sure. But when you get to the end, you want them to be ready for that next step. And it needs to be a small step because you're building micro commitments of trust. You're starting the conversation, you're opening the door. And once you've started that conversation with them, you've given them value, you've opened the door, they're ready to move along your sales process a lot. They're a lot more likely to move along your sales process. But if the next step is 4 jumps forward in the sales process, like, hey, just Venmo me, 10 grand for your deposit and we will get started. It's like nobody's going to do that from a Facebook ad. You've got to really run into them. You've got to sell them the dream. You've got to talk to them. But also they want to know what to expect. So a big thing that I see where people's ads fail or their lead magnet fails is their next step is something crazy, like something that book a call. Who cares? Who cares? Who wants to book a call? Like nobody wants to book a call. Now, do you want to be educated, or do you want to see if we can fix the price of the quote? Do you want to see if we can achieve what you want? Do you want a free design? Do you want something along those lines? That's something like this. But then it's like, oh yeah, fill out all this information, deposit, pictures, blah, 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 blah. That's a lot of stuff to ask somebody, especially a cold lead. So in conclusion, hook. You need to have a strong hook in your Facebook ad. The strong hook needs to stop them, but it also needs to give them a reason to stay. Throughout this video, I'm going to show you exactly why these people are taking advantage of you. Throughout this video, I'm going to show you exactly how you can save $5,000 on your bill. And I'm going to show you how to get a free Pentair pump with your order, something like that. What's the reason that they need to stay? Why should they stay till the end? Okay, so break that down for them. The story doesn't have to be super crazy. It doesn't have to be super engaging. It just needs to relate with them, and it needs to walk them through the journey. Easy one for that is false beliefs. A lot of people think that you can't do this. I used to think that too. And that was holding me back for a long time. I never bought a pool for my family. I didn't get it installed. I just thought it was way too much money, or I just thought it wouldn't fit in our backyard. Right. And then what I realized is that there's ways to do it. There's options out there that you can still get something for your family to enjoy without spending over 6 figures. And this just opened up my mind for me. And so what I started doing is I started creating this opportunity for other families. And so that's why we have this going on. If you want to learn more about it, just click the button and use our estimator tool to see if it would be within your budget. Very simple. Like that call to action is super simple. Just click it, see if it's in your budget. I'm not trying to sell you hard. I'm not trying to do any of that. Just walk through it. So with those 3 steps, you can drastically increase the quality of your Facebook leads and your Facebook ads, which leads to better Facebook leads. It's really easy to do. You just need to change the structure. You need to film it, and you need to throw it out there on the internet. If you need any help with that, let me know. That's what we do for pool contractors. I'd be happy to help.